and call the People versus Nicholas Jordan, 24 CR 753. And who's appearing with Mr. Jordan?
Good afternoon, Judge. Nick Rogers from the Public Defender's Office, 50337.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers. Sir, what is your name for the record?
Mr. Jordan.
All right. And Mr. Rogers, are you waiving any further reading or advisement of the rights, charges, and penalties?
Yes, Your Honor, at this time.
All right. And so I will just remind Mr. Jordan that there is a mandatory protection order in place pursuant to 18-1-1001. Mr. Jordan, you cannot harass, molest, intimidate, retaliate against, or tamper with any witness to or victim of the acts you are charged with committing. As to the issue of bond, Mr. Willett, did you want to make a bond argument?
Yes, Your Honor, I did. It looks like the reviewing judge set the bond at $1 million. The people are going to ask that the bond be increased to $5 million. The charges are very serious. There are multiple victims. The defendant has no real ties to the state. He is originally from Michigan. There are indications that he tried to flee the state afterwards. And so on the basis of public safety, I think he still poses a threat to some of the witnesses and other folks at the UCCS campus, as well as the public in general and law enforcement. He did have a firearm, is my understanding, in the vehicle. So I think that he is a danger to the public and he is a flight risk. And in light of the severity of the charges, I would ask that the court set bond at $5 million.
And Mr. Rogers?
Yes, Your Honor. It's the defense's request to reserve bond argument until we're in the division. The defense is at a disadvantage at this point, not having any access to the PC affidavit, which is something I would like to address with the court as well. But for the bond purposes, just asking to reserve for when we get into the division.
All right, bond will be reserved for Division 4 on February 23rd at 8:30. Again, that will be Division 4. This court, after reviewing the arrest warrant and hearing the arguments from the district attorney, will set bond in the amount of $5 million. Mr. Jordan, I will also order that upon any posting of bond, you go ahead and give up your passport if you have one. Is there anything else, Mr. Willett?
No, if I didn't specify, I would ask that it be a $5 million cash bond.
All right, $5 million cash bond only. That will be readdressed at the next court date. Mr. Rogers, anything else?
Yes, Your Honor, just a couple of matters. Just want to make clear that having a formal entry of appearance today, we're having about 5 motions / notices filed here shortly. We're doing the physical court run. As Mr. Willett and the court knows, our office is kind of in a jam right now with what's happened in the state. But we do have those physically coming over today. So I just want to put the DA on notice of that in the court. And then I also want to inquire about the PC affidavit. Currently it is sealed. I ask that the court release that just to my office at this time.
All right, the court and the district attorney's office is on notice of the representation by the Office of the Public Defender for Mr. Jordan. Mr. Willett, any objection to releasing the probable cause affidavit?
No, Your Honor, we have no objection on sealing at this point, and we do acknowledge entry of the public defender's office. I would just ask that the court upload those into ISIS so I can see what they are, and we'll certainly have responses filed to those as soon as we can.
I think you should have access to that already. And so next court date, February 23rd at 8:30, Division 4.
And
Is there anything else we can do from the people?
I don't have anything else at this time, Your Honor.
And just to
Anything
make
else,
clear, Judge,
Mr. Rogers?
sorry, I keep cutting you off, Judge. Just wanted to make clear in regards to the PC affidavit, just released to the parties as opposed to released to the public. Wasn't sure if I made that clear, but that is the defense's request.
No, I don't think we have any objection or any reason to keep the affidavit sealed at this point. So I guess I would defer to the court, but we're not objecting to the release of the affidavit.
All right. Well, I'm going to let Division 4 deal with any unsealing, but I'll make sure that Mr. Willett has a copy of the arrest warrant, Mr. Rogers, so that you can get a copy of that.
Great. And then finally, just want to confirm, is Mr. Willett going to be the DA handling this case?
Yes, sir, Mr. Rogers, I will with someone else from my office.
Great, thank you. No, nothing further, Judge.
All right, thank you.